Why, hello. Okay, I'll stop saying that. No, I won't. So, not only is this presentation right now on ethics, but for those of you that may not know, this class is a class about leadership. And, oh no, he's around. Where are you, Rob? I don't know. Anyway, so with that, we want to kind of look at the role that a nursing leader will play in relation to ethics. So I was going to do a PowerPoint, but I thought that would be kind of awkward doing a PowerPoint within a PowerPoint. Actually, now that I think about it more, that'd be kind of cool. But anyway, so what I, excuse me. God bless you. I got my trusty dry erase board. So we're going to look at the 6 kind of functions that a nursing leader takes on. First of all is being self-aware. Self-aware. So with self-awareness, it's basically the nursing leader has an understanding of their own values and how those values correlate to the values of others and society, and as a nurse, the nursing role. And for us, that is, of course, nursing ethics, the ethical, code that has been put forward for nurses in general, which Amy's going to be going over later. So, the second step, or the second function for a nursing leader, is to understand ambiguity will be present within the decision making. Understand ambiguity. And that basically means that the nursing leader will understand that no matter what decision they make, that they will never, ever, ever be 100% confident, or they cannot be 100% confident that the decision that they had made was right. There's always going to be some leeway. There's always going to be like, well, it's mostly right, or, it's mostly the right thing to do. There's never going to be like, this is exactly the right thing to do, because if it was exactly the right thing to do, then it wouldn't be an ethical dilemma. The fourth thing, or nope, 3, let's go to 3, is to know negative. I'm sorry for my handwriting. See, a PowerPoint would have been better. So to know negative, that basically means to understand, and that's not a double negative, by the way, because that's a K in front of that K, no negative. To know negative is the nursing leader has to understand that there is the possibility that the decision they're going to make is the wrong one. It happens, because within these dilemmas, whatever they may be, whether it may be to use money for sending a whole bunch of people to local programs or 2 people to a really great national program, that is more of a managerial ethical dilemma, but it's there. Which was right or wrong? You don't really know. And you're going to make that decision, and you're going to know that there's the possibility that the decision that you make, whatever it may be, will be wrong, so to speak. We'll just say it won't be the right one. And so with that knowledge that there is the possibility of it being, there being a negative outcome or whatever it may be, number 4 for the nursing leader function is taking risks. And that basically means even with the knowledge that the decision that you are about to make is going to be possibly, may not be the right one, you make it anyway. You make the decision. You step out. And that's part of being a leader, is stepping out sometimes. Making those decisions that other people don't have the confidence, don't have the knowledge, don't have the understanding to make. And as nursing leaders, sometimes we're going to have to step out and make those decisions. Take those risks. And within taking those risks, kind of going back to number 1, is to do so within the nursing ethical code. we make the decisions as nursing leaders based upon the ethical code that has been placed before us, our nursing ethical code, placed before us for us to, it helps guide us make the decisions that we need to make. So we're not just making them based willy-nilly on how we feel inside, or so to speak, but on how we go about as professionals, as nurses, and making ethical decisions based within our profession, and trying to be leaders and making decisions that will not only benefit the individual, be it the patient, be it the staff, but also will help promote nursing as a profession. Not that you'll be thinking of that when you make an ethical dilemma decision. And then number 6 is to communicate. When you make your decisions as a nursing leader, and anything you do as a nursing leader, communicate. You have to communicate. So when you are making your decision, you need to make sure that it is clear to everyone what the decision is being based upon. So they can then too have an understanding of where you're coming from, why that decision is being made, and if it does go negative, they will know, where you came from, and then it'll also help them hopefully gather a better understanding, and maybe even promote and grow new nursing leaders. Because as you communicate the process that you went through, the standards you used, it's going to not only teach and educate others around you, but it's also going to help build confidence in yourself and others in your ethical decision making. Now, that is just the leader, and as we know, there's also the manager. So, I couldn't remember all the manager ones, so I'm going to just read right out of the book. So, manager functions: using systematic approaches to problem solving and decision making when faced with management problems with ethical ramifications. So, use a systematic approach. Whereas leadership, you get to pull and take where you want, and you get to use what you want. As a manager, it's more systematic, and we will be going over certain established ethical frameworks that can be used to clarify values and beliefs, which is number 3, by the way. Number 2 is to identify the outcomes that you want to, that you want from your ethical decision, and try to use those to either help guide or, guide you to or from a certain decision. So, number 4 is to apply the principles of ethical reasoning to define what beliefs or values from the basis of decision making. And that's similar to above with the leadership. You're just applying the principles that you have come to know as a manager, whether they are placed in front of you on a piece of paper or through experience, to help you make those decisions. And then making those decisions, you are, number 5, aware of the legal precedences of making an ethical decision. And that is something that you have to take in mind now as a manager. It's no longer just you're being a nursing leader, you're being a nursing manager. So you have to think of the organization, you have to think of the staff, you have to think of the legal implications that can come about from making an ethical decision, be it which way it goes. So, and then as a manager, you will continually reevaluate the quality of your own ethical decision making based on the process of the decision making and the problem solving that was used. So after you make the decision, whatever it may be, you go back as a nursing manager and you look at the whole process and you say, was it right? Was it wrong? Where could I made a different decision? Where could I pulled in more information to have a greater understanding of what it is that you're doing? And then for 7, you recognize and reward ethical conduct of subordinates. So when people are doing what is considered ethically good, you reward them. And that's to promote basically good ethical behavior, but also promote an ethical environment in that people will understand what it is to be ethical and to make decisions based upon that and to act in such a way. So when they are encountering ethical decisions or dilemmas, that they will be within an environment that promotes good ethical problem solving and stuff. And that is part of being a manager, is creating environments for your staff to work in. And then number 8, final, is to take appropriate action when subordinates are doing unethical things, which that's the other half. So You want to promote an environment that is ethical in nature, and as such, when there's unethical behavior, you have to address it and do so ethically. And that is the role of a leader and a manager within ethical functioning. Thank you.